So we are here with another important function of programming here, which is called list in Python. In the other programming languages we call it arrays like Java, C, C++, etc. We call but in Python we call list. Why we need this? We need this for the management system, like entering the names of the students, entering the marks of the students. All the students will be in one place, all the names will be in one place, all the marks will be in one place. So this will be very easy for you to manage. Another thing, in this example we will do this: how to remove a name or data from the for a list, how to insert a name or the data to the list, how to add some marks from the, how to remove, how to pop up, how to reach to the index of this point. So we will do this all, so stay with me. So let's hands-on with the list, at how it works. First of all, I have created this list.py. So I'm commenting here, we are creating an empty list. How we will declare an empty list? Let's suppose my variable is x and I'm creating a list which is empty. I am printing this. Here you will see this is, there is nothing in the list. So after that we will insert some things, something in some statements, is some names or something in some strings in this list. Here you can see append. This is the method by which we will insert something, some string or some numbers, some variables in the list. Let's suppose x is my list and append is the function, and I am inserting Hanif. Here you will see, after this I am printing my, here you will see I am appending something more, some more strings, like here you can see KHN. After KHN I am inserting another thing, MARWAT. These are three strings. Now you will see I am printing this list, and you will see it will be a combination of these three strings. Here you can see Hanif, Khan, Marwat. In fact, this is my first, second and third name which I have written here. But you will need, when you are creating a management system, you will insert different names of different students. So another thing is the insert, how you can insert an object. For the insert function, you have to mention the index of this point. Let's suppose I am inserting at the index of 1, and at the index of 1 I am inserting Safir. This is my brother name which I am entering at the index 1. Here you will see that the Safir will be after the Hanif, because here you can see that the Hanif, Safir, Khan, Marwat. So Hanif is at the index of 0, Safir is at the index of 1, Khan is at the index of 2, and Marwat is at the index of 3. So let's suppose I am checking that what is at the index of 1. So I am writing print x of 1. So here I am checking that what is at the index of index 1. So you can see that Safir is at the index of 1. So here by this way you can check everything, that what's at the index of 0, what is at the index. Let's suppose I am checking that what is at the index of 0. So I am printing here, I am printing all the indexes. So 1, 0, the indexes of the list start from 0 and move on. So here you can see that I am printing the third index. So you can see Safir at the index of 1, Hanif is in the index of 0, Khan is in the index of 2, Marwat is at the index of 3. 1 I am commenting here for your understanding, then you will understand this code easily. And here I am commenting that 1, 2, 0 and 3 are the indexes. So this will be easy for you to understand. I will give this code to you, which will be in the resources folder. You will find this. Now we can access any index, any entry by its index. So let's suppose we have already done this. We access different entries like Safir, Hanif, Khan, Marwat by their indexes. Now how to remove an entry from the list? This is X is my list dot remove, and I am removing Hanif from the list. So you will see this after removing. I am printing my list, that how it looks like. So you can see that there is no Hanif, Safir, Khan, Marwat. Hanif is removed. So commenting for your understanding, this is, oh, there is no Hanif. I am writing here that there is no Hanif, but something is going wrong. So there is no Hanif. You have already seen this. So after that I will move to the another function which is called delete the list. How you can delete? We will do the delete after the pop-up. First I will pop an object. You can know the pop will be remove this object from the index. By remove a function, we give the name of the function, and the pop will give the index of the function. So x.pop of 0, it will remove the name at the 0 index. So you will see that it will remove the Safir, and only the Khan and Marwat will be remain. So after x.pop of 0, I am printing print X. X is my list. So you can see that I click on debug, click on run, man. Here you can see that there is only Khan and Marwat. There is no Safir because we popped out at the 0 index, name at the 0 index popped out. So now we are deleting our list. How you can delete our list? So after deleting, if you print the list, it will give some error. Like here I am going to del for delete X my list. So it will delete my list. So you cannot, let's suppose I am printing here print X. So after that it will show that there is no X variable. Like you can see that here I am commenting that it will give an error. Like wow, you can see name X is not defined because we have already deleted the X list. So by this way you can manage, or you will use the management system. You will, by this way, you will by append and insert, you will insert the names and numbers, and by remove and pop you will remove the data. So you can edit by this way data. You can also use the integers and floats list. Like I'm doing this example for your understanding, that you will understand this and you will use this in your management system project. So here you can see that I am printing a list of numbers. So here you can, but this is not printing. This is not printing because we deleted the X, and the deleted X gives error. So it not moves to the code below. So I will comment this. So it will not work. It will not execute with the code. Again, when I run, you can see that the 124263 is my list which I have already entered. So another thing, string with the numbers. Hanif is a string and I am combining with a number which is 76. So you can do this. There is Hanif is a string, 76 is an integer, and 78.43 is a float. All the three things are different, three different variables. Here you can see they print Z and it will print, there will be no error. Nothing is difficult, everything is easy, and we did this all. So do this very carefully, because you will use all these functionalities in your management system. Hopefully you will like this. Another thing is the for loops in list. We need to enter many entries at a time. So if we do this manually, it will be very time consuming. So therefore we use loops in a list. So very easily you will enter all the data of a class, all the data of an institute by a while loop. While loop will be executing and you will be entering, and it will be creating a complete managed data. So this is a very helpful thing. Keep in mind, I'm going to do an example of this. Be with me. Now we are going to do the example of for loops inside the list. So I'm creating a new file with the name of loopandlist.py. First of all, let's create an empty list. So in this empty list we will add the data. X is equal to an empty list. Here you can see empty brackets. So now I will use a for loop. For first of all, I will take an user input, that how many times the user wants to enter the data, how many students number user want to enter. So first of all, user will tell me that I want to enter the 5 students data, 6 students data, 7 students, as much number of students data he want to enter. Then I will run my code according to this. Here you can see, enter the number of students you want to enter, and user will tell us that I want to add so much I want to add such number of students. So I will write a loop, for loop, in the range of students number. It will be move up to the students number. Here let's suppose my user want to add 5 students data, so my loop will be run up to 5 times. So I am creating a variable name and inserting a user input, which is a string, enter, and the name of student. So you will see user will enter the name of the student for as much times as he input the student's number, and I will append this name variable inside the X list. So after that I will print the list. So you will see, run the code. Here enter the number of student as much you want. So I want to enter 3 students names. I am using Hanif, Safir, Karamat. So here you can see the list which have the 3 student number. If you did this with if you can do this for the 100 student, for 1000 student, and you can do this for as much student you want. But if you want to do this manually, it will very consumable and very hard. So we use loops for this purpose. Here I'm commanding that it will add as many students names as you want. You can add 100 student names, you can add 1000 student names, as many students name you can want. Now we will create a list of student marks, because we need marks and names and GPAs, all the other things. So we will create the different list for different things. Let's suppose I am creating the empty root for the student marks for I in range of. So but I can do this in the previous for loop, because I have to enter the marks exactly for the same number of students as I have entered the name. So I will do this here. I am declaring a list which is empty. After here I will append. Here you can see append dot, but before I will take number marks from the user, that what are the marks of these students which you have entered the name. So integer input I am taking from the user, enter the marks of the student, and I will create a list of these marks with the names. Here I am appending marks of the student in the Y list. So after that I will print, you will see this, I will print the Y list. So this code will be print names of the students and marks of the student. Here you can see that I'm entering the data of 3 students, like Hanif 78 is the marks of Hanif, Safir is the name, Safir got 56 marks, and Karamat is the 3rd student who got 52 marks. And now here you can see there is the students names list and their marks list. You can create as much list as you want. So we did this all by loops. You can do this for management system. We will use these for loops for management system. We will create a management system project in which we will add the marks of the student, the names of the students, and we will edit this as I have told you. X.append, list.appends, list.remove, list.pop, list.delete. Hopefully you will like this.